So here's what I set at my desk when I sit down to grade an essay. I've got my laptop, I've got the actual essay that the student has turned in, a scoring guide, and the world's most expensive timer. And I have a series of movements that I go through that, again, are to save time. I've timed it out. I can actually write comments on a paper faster than I can type them in the computer. So when I'm reading, I'm going to go through and I have a set of symbols. If I see an error, I'm going to make them, the students understand what they are. However, of course, there's going to be other times that I want to make a longer comment. And when that happens, I put a number in the margin, I circle it, and then I go to my laptop. I have a series of macros for comments that I make all the time. Grammar errors, comma splices, tips for making more descriptive language. And then about the other half of the time, I might actually type a comment that's specific to the student's paper. I work back and forth as I go, making my comments. I'm looking at the timer, which I always set at about 7 minutes, so that I know when I have a halfway point and I should be done. I try to grade an essay in about 15 minutes, and I make my comments on the scoring guide. When I'm done with all of this, I make a copy of the scoring guide. I set that aside. When the students do revisions, I'm going to go through only Google Docs. That's why they've turned in 2 essays, a hard copy and a copy via Google Docs. And I'll have my own stack that I go through and change the scores here. For this first draft, I take the essay itself, the scoring guide, and I go ahead then and print off these comments, keeping them to one page, put that all together in a packet, staple it, and move on to my next essay.